Hello, hello. My name is Brittany D. I am a psychic medium and spiritual teacher here to give you the collective message for October 28th through November 4th. We are entering the month of November, and this is Halloween magic going to be up in here. So let's see what Spirit has for us. These are overall collective messages, so they may or may not resonate. If they do, I really, really appreciate you commenting and letting me know below. If you just appreciate my work, this work in general, spiritual work, like, subscribe. It really, really helps us YouTube creators. I really, really appreciate it. And if you feel like this may help somebody, please share it with them. Let them know I do these readings every single week to help the collective get clear so that way they can navigate their path with more clarity and confidence. So yeah, let's see what Spirit has for this week. This is from October 28th through November 4th. What do we have for the overall collective Spirit? What are we walking through? What is in the highest and best for us to hear to help assist us in our expansion? Synchronicity. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So really like having gratitude for the way that Spirit is communicating with you, whatever those synchronicities are, whether they're like people, places, things, or angel numbers or messages or whatever the synchronicities are to confirm and to answer your prayers and answer your questions and give you more clarity. Really have a lot of gratitude towards those so that way you can expand that help and support. You are being helped. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see the results yet. So I'm getting a little bit of patience, really having gratitude for the ways that they are helping you and allowing that support and help to expand, and having patience if you're not getting, hearing exactly the answer to your question whenever you feel like you really need it. Having patience and know that they are working things as quickly as they can behind the scenes to have everything perfectly aligned with the divine plan and with your free will. Protection. Guys, we got 3 different cards about our guides and them working behind the scenes and like answering our prayers, and you and your loved ones and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. This like heavenly protection, this heavenly help, this heavenly confirms. There's a lot of spiritual work, which everything that we do is spiritual, right? But there's a lot of things coming down from the higher realms into the earth experience to help and assist you. Ooh, rising above. I see only beauty and grace. There's this overall, like really aligning with that higher self, aligning with that abundance, fulfillment, who you truly are, really leaning into that beauty and grace that you are. There's just this I'm really getting this glow in the hands up, is like this aligning with your higher self, this aligning with who you truly are, which is that beauty and grace. That's why that's all that you see, is because it's just right in the forefront of your consciousness. It's right in the forefront of your reality right now. Being in the flow. I am in the flow of the universe. So really surrendering to this divine plan. They were kind of talking about that earlier with the patience. So we're really in a flow state. We're not taking, at least not yet. And they said that for a reason, not yet. We're not taking much action right now. We're flowing, cherishing self. I accept and love myself. Huge part of your inner work in aligning with your higher self is cherishing and loving the self, loving the ego, loving the personality, loving who you are in this earth reality, in this lifetime. That helps you align to that higher self. So you're flowing and surrendering to who you truly are and all that you are. And that's how you access all that you truly are. Let's see. A lot of divinity this week, a lot of divinity pouring through. See, for some reason this deck doesn't want to give me a card. I don't usually pull the card. Interesting. This one was flipped up. I don't know how it got flipped that way. Deception and envy. I'm getting this like watching out for, when we rise, the negative or the opposing, the darkness wants to, it's like, wait, no, don't rise above. Stay down here with me. And so be aware of that deception or that manipulation or those voices or those things that can come in and kind of try and stifle. Holy guacamole. They didn't give me any cards. And then now you want to give me like 5 cards. Want to try and stifle your growth and stifle that rising. Patience. We literally got the patience card. How many times have I been talking about that so far? We're going to have to be really patient with our growth and our process this week. Partnerships and alliances. There's a lot of this inner work is affecting your very intimate, close relationships and partnerships. So they are transforming as you are rising and transforming as well. The waiting game, so much patience this week, really just being patient with our process. We have a lot of these, themes of the growth, the planting the seed, the roots. So just really being patient, knowing that everything in nature has a process, and that includes us and our development and our growth and our psyche, really taking that time to integrate while you're being patient, like really embody that which you have arrived to so far. And I'm actually getting that, like, that's what's going to move along the process is if you really just kind of sit in your medicine, drink your medicine. Don't be like, oh, I need more. I need to figure this out. Like, just really sit in you. I don't know why that's coming through. That just came over. Just sit in you. Interesting. It's very interesting. Air guardian, shift your perception. This is primarily revolved around the perception of self, the way that you see yourself, your self-esteem is shifting and rising. And that's why your perception of all things is shifting. And that's why it's affecting these relationships and partnerships. Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. The need to be right or wrong primarily stems from the ego. Only the ego is going to say this is right or wrong. And so there's something with this need to be right that is keeping you from your growth, from your expansion of this, evolution that we're talking about. And you need to release that. You need to let the ego dissolve. It's very interesting, right? As we embrace and integrate the ego and let it be a part of all that we are and access all of that within ourselves and embrace every part of us, so that way we can embrace every part of all that is, embrace all that we are, so we can embrace all that is. It's this interesting actual ego death and dissolving of the ego, because it's now being integrated. So that separate version of self that was out here is now coming inwards. So it does have to dissolve and shift perception in order to be a part of the whole. So it's an embracing the ego and the personality by dissolving it, by dissolving the separate self and allowing it to be a part of the whole of you. Summer, bask in joy and lights. Feeling great results from this. I love this bee energy. You're doing the work. You're doing the work. You are embracing all of yourself and allowing that separation to dissolve and become more unified within yourself, and become more unified in the field as a whole, which is going to allow you to be more unconditional in the way that you operate as a person, as a being. Join in. Yes, that's that unification, that community, that oneness, that one. You are joining in. You are accessing the unified field. You are joining in on the unified field at a way higher capacity than you were previously, because you are unconditionally loving yourself. Mm. This is so good. There is such a rise in consciousness right now, and we are really and truly loving ourselves more unconditionally and having all these relationships that are less conditioned. New exercise program. I'm getting this as like new self-care. It may very literally be exercise, new self-care, new way of treating yourself. It's like getting with a new program, but specifically around taking care of yourself. It doesn't have to be exercise, but it's the same results that, going to the gym gets you. You put in the work and then you rise, become stronger. Keep the faith. And this is like very related to that patience. That patience is interwoven here, that faith, that surrendering and trusting what they are guiding you, and that they're doing everything they can in the background to work things out to give you that next little piece of wisdom to keep you moving along on the journey. So keep the faith, stay patient, know that this is a waiting game. It is a little bit of a process, but it's well worth the wait. At the end of all of my collective readings, I always pull a card from the Starseed deck and then one from the Activations deck. So let's see what the Starseed deck has for us this week. Let's see. Ooh, the void, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. It's like as this individual self dissipates and becomes a part of the whole, you almost enter this nothingness. You just are. You are just being. You are just everything. You are existing as the one, as the unified. Oh, what a powerful week. We're going to be in the great cosmic womb, guys. Yes. Oh, I love it. Okay. Change is the card we got from the Activations deck. Change. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. We are becoming our higher selves and integrating our higher selves into our present, now, body, moment, relationships, existence. This is the change. This is bringing, these energies to new earth, our higher selves, our unified self, to the physical, in this physical reality. Oh, wow. This is a really, really beautiful work and beautiful week. Make sure to stay patient. Be patient with the process. Have faith that it is all unfolding exactly as it meant to. Trust as you're guided. And just really make sure to do your best to embrace yourself. I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, please comment, like, subscribe, share with someone that it might be helpful for. And of course, in my description is the link to my website. Please check out my website and see if any of my offerings align with you. I super appreciate connecting with you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your week. Much love and namaste.